It's your boy Crypto Millie back with another one. Now, I know I haven't been consistently dropping uploads or even content creation, but what has been consistent is my research on the market. I just been taking a little time from content creation, so hopefully you guys can appreciate that and appreciate me being back and delivering content because I truly appreciate you guys as well. But you're seeing some type of correction in the market today, which again, I want to put this out there in the beginning of the video. As far as this potential next move up, right, or next leg up, I'm bullish. I'm currently bullish on this dip, right? I think that this is a dip that you should be buying. But you're probably wondering, like, Millie, we got all of the confirmation candles that we needed to close yesterday. And we did. Total 3 closed above the bull market bands. Bitcoin closed above the bull market bands. And actually, let's check ETH. I do believe ETH closed above the bull market bands, but because of this pullback, we're kind of like getting back in. So yeah, we did close above the bull market bands. You can see this is the new week here, right? And this is the thing about cryptocurrency that, in my opinion, frustrates me, right? We still have momentum. I'm gonna make that clear. We still have momentum. I don't want to talk too much in past tense, but we had everything that we needed for this week to blast off out of here, right? We had our confirmation candles. We got back above the bull market band. We seen weakness in the Bitcoin dominance, and it started to strengthen towards the end of the week. We seen Ethereum finally give above the bull market band and show some life. We seen the ETH BTC show some life. So we literally got everything that we needed to go into this week with sustainable momentum. And you're probably wondering, well, what happened? This morning we got news. Japan's 40-year bond yield just ticked up to 3.48%, which is the highest level in 2 decades. So now, according to the Japan 40-year bond yield, this is pretty much the Japanese yen all over again. The Japanese yen capitulation, right? This is me annoyed, right? Because it's like, I don't know how you don't call this manipulation. We literally got the setup, right? And some people would argue like, well, Millie, we still lacking liquidity from a retail perspective, but that was going to come, right? Because Bitcoin has been holding 100,000 and Ethereum is starting to show life. And no one was talking about the Japan bond yield. Like, this came out of nowhere. This is not something that we've been talking about for 2 weeks. Like, yeah, watch the foot. This came out of nowhere. So now Japan is causing economic strain, right? Rising long-term yields increase borrowing costs for the world's 3rd largest economy, right? So this is going to affect the market, risk on assets, but specifically we'll talk about that. Potentially slowing growth in already debt-burdened nation. This raises concerns about a global growth slowdown, negatively impacting investor sentiment for risk assets. Japan's bond market stress can spread through other markets through interconnected financial systems. Higher Japanese yields can force other central banks to maintain tighter monetary conditions to prevent capital outflows, further constraining global liquidity. You can see, according to my model, there's a 76% chance that this could affect emerging markets, right? So I would say crypto, right? Because crypto and the whole crypto space is an emerging market, right? So it's a 76% chance that this can affect our crypto bags. I don't believe it's going to be sustainable. It's hard. Look, last time we got bearish, right? When everything started to get bearish. This is not the same situation. In my opinion, this is some bullshit. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is some bullshit. I can't say it no nicer. This just came out of nowhere, man. This just came out of nowhere. Just the Japanese 40-year yield bond to see potential impact on global risk. I said, I didn't know I added this here, right? So right now, where are we at? We're at 3.4%. So let's see how it affects the market here. I didn't even know I added this thing. That okay, I see. That's how you gotta do it. Don't worry. 3.4%. All right, 76%. I mean, if this thing goes up to 4%, it's gonna affect crypto for real. So here's the market implications. The rise in Japan's 40-year bond yield represents a significant shift in global financial dynamics. After decades of ultra-low interest rates, Japan's move towards monetary normalization has far-reaching consequences for global markets. Investors should consider reducing exposure to most vulnerable risk assets, particularly those that have benefited from abundant global liquidity conditions. So now, the greatest chart of all time, the global M2, could be impacted by Japan's 40-year bond yield rising. Keep in mind that while these factors create bearish pressure on risk on assets, market movements depend on numerous variables, including fiscal policy responses, central bank coordination, and broader economic indicators. Now, let's see how this news is actually affecting things from a Fed cut perspective, right? So let's actually see here. We're still 91% chance of a Fed cut in June, right? And if we swing over here to July, we now have a 66% chance of a Fed pause, right? So June, excuse me if I said that wrong. It's a 91% chance of a Fed pause. July, it's a 66% chance of a Fed pause. But I can tell that the news this morning has affected this because this was like at 70, 80%. Now it's down to 66%. If we go to September, you can see there's also a 50% chance that we 67% chance that we get some type of ease, which is crazy, right? Because now the market has upticked to 30% chance of a pause in September, which again is bullshit because they told us that we're going to get 3 rate cuts this year. We was supposed to get one in June. Doesn't look like it's happening. We were supposed to get one in July. The chances of that is fading. Now we're sitting here wondering if the market is going to price in September, October, and December. Does the market even believe at this point that they're going to cut rates? Or is Powell going to continue to use the tariffs and everything else that's going on to make the decision to continue to keep things unchanged? So the point of what I'm making in this video is that every time we get an opportunity to really make some noise and really get the engine back going, it's always somebody that throws a wrench into what we got going on. And this is frustrating, but this is why you see me kind of like fall back from content creation and not specifically like fall back as if I'm doing anything different, but I just needed a break from this, right? Because I needed to reset my mentality and, you know, how I plan on assessing this market for the future, right? So it's irritating. Yes, it is irritating, but don't forget, guys, don't forget that we got confirmation candles on the bull market bands across the board. Total 3, total cryptocurrency market, total 2, Bitcoin and ETH. Don't forget that. I think that this is a fake out. I think that I think that this is a nothing burger. I think that the market is pretty much emphasizing this as if this is something that, and generally speaking, it should be, and it usually is. But the timing of this news in the midst of us gaining momentum and strength, risk on assets, it just seems like some bullshit. Guys, y'all let me know what y'all family, can they just let us go up for once? Can they just let us go up? I would assume that this could affect Jasmy a lot more than other cryptocurrencies because Jasmy is a Japan-based crypto company. So we'll just have to continue to monitor the yen and how it also affects Jasmy. But this is come on, man. And again, I'm bullish. I'm euphoric. I'm bullish. But this is the type of shit about crypto that frustrates me. It's like we can have all of the momentum in the world, and out of nowhere they'll whip up something. Oh yeah. Let's whip up a negative quarter of the GDP. Calm the market down. Let's whip up some bullshit ass Japan news that came out of nowhere to calm the market down. So don't let this shake you out. That's the whole point, is don't let this shake you out, man. Do not let this shake you out. Bitcoin continues to hold 100K as support, and we can see ETH staying above 2,300. I think the trend continues. But also remember, if it doesn't continue, then we're looking like we're looking at a false breakout, right? Because we can't say that this rally has lasted 20 days yet. It hasn't lasted 20 days yet. So if this is it, and we put in a double top on Bitcoin, and the rally doesn't even go longer than 20 days, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know how we get to an altcoin season, because I mean the liquidity just isn't there, right? M2 was exploding, but now the Japanese this Japanese yen trade, it can really affect the M2, because Japan is the third biggest economy in the world. Family. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of ranting and blabbering on. Guys, let me know what y'all think about this. I don't trust this dump. I don't trust this pump. I don't trust this dump. You know how you say, I just said before, I don't trust this pump. I don't trust this dump. I think this is a fake shakeout to shake out some soft hands. Guys, I don't trust this dump. We'll just see how crypto market reacts with all those confirmation candles above the bull market bands. And we'll just have to see how it reacts. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.